that I've been covering recently. I'm very interested in the anti-productivity movement, and it's very powerful right now. And I'm taken by the degree to which when you read people who are in this movement, the way they characterize what is popular in productivity and time management is invented. It's fabricated. When they talk about like what productivity books are out there right now, they will say it's like, yeah, it's all about trying to get 60 things done and find more time in your day to get things done. And so I go over to, okay, time management in Amazon. Let's look at the bestseller list, right? What are commonly the top 3 books there? It's usually shifting back and forth between 4-Hour Workweek, my 2016 book, Deep Work, and Greg McKeown's 2015 book, Essentialism. All of these books are about working less, getting away from distraction, getting away from busyness, trying to like get the things that are more meaningful. I mean, you have to go down pretty far. I mean, David Allen shows up pretty early, but I think he's misinterpreted. I think he's more about, I hate the fact we have so much to do, but let's at least try to tame it so we don't go insane, right? So you can't really interpret him as pushing for overwork. I can't find on the list of best-selling time management books right now anything that is, how do we get more done? I think like the last book like that just straight up lionized that was maybe Hyperproductivity from 8 years ago or something like this. And so that also seems to be an effect that's going on, is that for people who are characterizing 4-Hour Workweek or any of these books, or characterizing me or other people in this genre who aren't engaged in the books, they have just projected this whole fabricated world where productivity, we're all Frederick Winslow Taylor. And we have stopwatches and we're, twirling our mustaches and trying to get people to move back and forth between, if you put your keyboard over here, you can type faster, move your mouse faster and whatever. So I don't know what that means, but it seems to be true that there is a fabricated world of what productivity literature is. And nothing like that has been popular in 30 years.
Yeah, I think the narrative, this is true for a lot of things. There's a delay in the narrative. How we think about ourselves, how we perceive the world around us, what we think is popular is informed by our realities, but there's kind of a lag time and a durability to narratives, if that makes any sense. So if you grew up with like hyperinflation, you have a certain story around that, like you're going to continue to have that story even beyond hyperinflation for a period of time. Might even affect your behavior for the rest of your life. Who knows? And I think that for a lot of people who are commenting on what they would consider productivity books or time management books, they have all the biases that you would expect, right? They have primacy, recency, they've got any number of other things at play. I think for many people who sort of grew up in the, say, mid to late, but not grew up, professionally came up in the mid to late 2000s, or actually it's not even that long. It would be like the first like 2000 to 2010, maybe. Things seem to be pretty saturated with that kind of advice. Not necessarily in the form of books, but certainly online. There was a lot of productivity porn. And, I was a beneficiary of that, so I can't slam it too hard on some level. But I think that type of highly prescriptive hyper-productivity instructional material has kind of lost its luster for most people, I would say.
So optimistically,